Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Monday, May 19th. We're going to go ahead, hop right in. I hope you all had a great weekend. Let's see what's going on in the energy. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know today? What's going on this Monday? Intuition, inner knowing. Trust your intuition at this time, okay? We've got breakup forever endings. All right, let's get one more. Oh boy. And we've got storm, turmoil's coming ahead. Bottom of the deck here, grave, no second chances. All right, so something might be coming up here. A relationship might be coming to an end. This could be a relationship between you and another person. This could be a relationship between two people outside of yourself. Okay? We'll get into it, see exactly what this is. We've got Marionette, Fury. Okay? Bottom of the deck here is Triumph, Merit Making, Fright, Strategy. So you've got this person here who's trying to control everything. This is an angry dictator type individual. You're aware of this, okay? You have awareness here. Somebody's very upset over your achievements, okay? If you're in the spotlight in any way, shape, or form, or you're just doing well, okay? You're doing well, you've got good relationships, a good job, whatever the case is, anything that is considered an achievement for you, any kind of come up, any kind of good news in your life, this makes somebody else angry. They want to control everything about the situation. They want to control you. They want to control your emotions. They want to control people outside of you, anyone who's around you, around them. They're really trying to pull strings here because they're upset that you're doing well. Okay? Your intuition is telling you who this person is. All right? They want me to shut up already. Okay. We've got Fright, Fate, and Vow. So, this person here is upset. This is someone who you don't talk to. All right. This is someone who you may have thought at some point was going to be in your life forever in some way, shape, or form. Okay. This could be a family member. This could be a lover. This could be a business partner. This could be an acquaintance or a friend. Either way, this is someone that at some point you thought, well, they're always going to be a part of my life in some capacity. Okay. But they're not. There's been an ending here. This is 333 was just on the clock. This person's afraid of your destiny. What is in store for you? They're afraid of you vowing to someone. We've got friendship here at the bottom of the deck. Hesitation, perseverance. Okay. They want you to be hesitant about being friends with someone, collaborating with someone. This could be someone who's younger than you, or this could be someone who's older than you. There's something here about an age difference here because you've got two young boys and then you've got an older feminine, okay? Or an older female energy. We've got aid, confinement, nightmare, curse. Whoo, something bad's going to happen here. I'm not sure exactly what this is. This isn't, I don't think this is going to be bad for you. I think this is going to be bad for someone else. Somebody knows that you've been forced into some sort of persecution, captivity, where you feel stuck, okay, because of this person who's trying to pull strings. There's someone else who's aware of this, okay? And what is this turmoils? Compromise, overload. This person's being pulled in two different directions. They feel like they have to choose a path, okay? They feel like they have to choose. There's like a masculine energy most likely here that feels like they have to choose a path on who to collaborate with. Are they going to collaborate with you, or are they going to collaborate with this other person who's behind the scenes trying to pull the strings? There's going to be a problem here. This person who's feeling the need to make a choice is feeling really stressed out. They feel obligated in some way. They might know that it's like they know that if they go in this other direction, things are over between the two of you. Okay, there's a masculine energy here that knows if I choose to collaborate with this person who's trying to pull the strings here, the collective is done. And they're right. You will be done. Okay, this isn't a situation where you're going to allow this kind of energy into your life, into your future, into your friendships, into your whatever, any kind of commitments that you have. You're not going to allow that, and you shouldn't allow that. Okay. Got natural disaster, saving indulgence. This person knows that if they hold space for this person who's been bullying you, things are done. Okay? They know that. So we've got change, reconciliation, fears, unfinished business, proposal, commitment, dating, meeting someone new, romance, feelings, divine connection, regrets, mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, this person's feeling in regret for, I don't know, maybe they hesitated in the past. Okay? They may have hesitated in the past to choose you over this situation. And if they do it again, then there's not going to be a second chance here. All right, let's keep going. We've got spell work. Okay, you got someone heavy here doing spell work. This is this person trying to control everything. Time to shine. This is what they don't want you to do. They want you isolated. They want you feeling stuck. Sage your space. You have the gift of courage. Okay, you're being called to continue to cleanse. And then we got tarot reader at the bottom of the deck. You could be a tarot reader. You could be listening to tarot readings. Obviously, if you're tuning in here, you are. What is this spell work? We've got sex. Someone could be doing sex magic. This person could be in their 40s. We've got release and let go here. It's kind of coming out in the reverse. Okay. They don't want you to let go of them or someone else. This is a spell caster. Okay. You've got spell work and spell caster. This is someone who uses energy manipulation. They do spells like dark magic. I don't know anything about that stuff. I've been under attack of it before. Got 911 emergency here. Green with envy. Your dreams are coming true. So you've got someone here trying to do sex magic because they don't want you to let go or someone else to let go of them. We got fire sign discrimination. So you either got someone who is a fire sign who's discriminating against someone else, or you have a fire sign who's being discriminated against. It could go both ways. This could be fire sign on fire sign, whatever the case is here. On the back of these cards, we got toxic friendships and new relationship. All right. So anyways, you've got someone here who's doing sex magic, trying to hold somebody back. They don't want them in a new relationship here. This is a toxic friend of another person's. We got 555. Something's about to change in this situation. We got work, career. We've got defeat. It's coming out to clarify time to shine. Financial loss. And they can't figure out how you keep winning. Memories of the past. All right, so you got someone here who their goal in life was to make sure that you were defeated in your career. Okay, this person is dealing with that. This person's dealing with some sort of financial loss, probably because they were wishing that against you. Okay, especially we got stuck in the mud. Okay, spellcaster still here. This person may have done some kind of spell to try to keep you stuck as far as your career goes, advancing in your career. That's called a backfire. You can't do black magic against somebody and think that that's not going to backfire on you. It's dark. It's evil. So, yeah, it's going to definitely backfire. And that's what's happening to this person. We've got hurry up, Florida, shadow work, blocking self. Okay. Victim mentality. Losing control, memory loss. Tell me more about this. Party, social gathering, celebration. So you got someone who's been boo-hooing. Oh, we got overindulging here. Boo-hooing, probably drinking a lot. Someone who's playing the victim here. Okay. We got Cancer at the top of the deck here. There could be a Cancer involved. This could be you, or this could be somebody else. We've got illumination, insight. For some of you, you may have taken some sort of trip to Florida recently. We got dream state. There's something to do with dream messages here. We got wishes coming true. We've got redemption. We've got confidential information, and someone is going to jail or spiritual jail. Back of the deck here, we got church and friendship. This could have something to do with someone who's friends with someone who works at a church or something like that. What is this? Shadow work, blocking self. This could have been you or someone else that had some sort of downloads here. It could have been two people here. We've got ascension symptoms. Someone's trying to steal your essence, copying everything you do, and shots fired. Someone was victory, crocodile tears, happy family. So bad. Someone was trying to be you. Okay. They may have been taking shots at you on social media or through text messages, phone calls, something like that. Okay. Basically saying some shit about you to another person. All right, let's get with this tarot reader. What's this about? Whoa, that's a lot. I can't take all that. There's someone here who was in limerence over you, okay, crying over you, but it's fake cries. This is a King of Cups, could be a water sign. It's time to let go of what's no longer serving you, personal values, mental health disorder. So you got somebody here who's got some sort of mental health disorder, okay? Could be multiple personalities because that popped up here. Sexual orientation, this person could not know what, maybe one of their personalities likes men and one of them likes women. That's not funny, but something's not right with this person mentally. Okay. So this could be someone from your past, definitely some sort of King of Cups, but it would definitely be a King of Cups. Now, if this person has multiple personalities, they could be a King of Cups one day. And then the next day they're a King of Wands in the reverse. And then the next day they're the King of Cups again. And then the next day they're the King of Swords in the reverse. And then they're the King of Cups in the reverse. Like, this person's all over the place. Upright, downright, they don't know what the fuck's going on. Denial, not facing truth, irrational reasoning, retaliation. This person's retaliating against you because you denied them, denied love to them. Synchronicity, signs. Bottom of the deck, pop-up, spontaneous, unexpected, surprise visit. All right. So most likely this person that's pulling strings here is someone who is upset because you denied them. Growth, overcoming. LGBTQ, love, same sex. So for some of you, this could have been a same-sex connection from your past. Definitely doesn't have to be, but it could be. Playing it cool, not giving a fuck. This is someone who had feelings for you. Give me something else on this LGB. Yeah, soulmates, mirroring. So I'm asking that because I know not everybody's situation is LGBTQ. But for some people, it definitely could be. This was a soulmate of sorts, some kind of mirroring going on here. Okay. Whatever the case is, this is somebody who you outgrew. It was a karmic soulmate that you outgrew. This person wants to ignore that you've outgrown them, zoning out, unfocused. Like, to them, they're still holding on to something. They're like, I don't know. Well, we did have limerence come out. Okay, so it definitely could, they could just not know what love is. Research, watching, investigation, playing it cool, not giving a fuck, expressive, authentic, true self. And then you got nothing to see here, embarrassed, ashamed. So you got this person's denying everything. They're denying that there was a connection between the two of you, some kind of soulmate connection. This definitely was a soulmate, karmic soulmate. But they're denying that. They're embarrassed about what they're seeing as far as your future is concerned. They're embarrassed that people are trying to take a closer look at them. They're like, oh, no. Nothing's happening here. I don't give a fuck what the collective is doing. That's a fucking lie. Expressive, authentic, true self. That's why they're mad at you. That's why they're trying to retaliate against you. What is their plan as far as retaliation goes? Meeting, conference, discussions, obsessive, toxic love. Okay. So I don't know. They're talking to somebody here, closed-minded, not thinking big enough, trying to be like everyone else. Nagging, bossy, single-minded, kinky arousal, matrix, not seeing the whole truth. Yeah, I don't know. They could be telling people that you're this obsessed lover when they're the obsessed lover. Okay. Likes to be in control, dominance, winner, lucky, jackpot, success. So this person wants to be seen in the public eye, period, point blank, end of story. They don't care if that means they have to retaliate against you, to fucking lie about everything. It doesn't matter to them. getting ahead, knocking out the competition, your competition to them. It may have come as a surprise to you that this person saw you or views you as competition. Sneaky disguise, eavesdropping. They either came in themselves or sent somebody else in to try to find out what the fuck is going on with your life. Why? Because they're feeling sadness, pain, and grief. And they were hoping that you were feeling that. But no, you have new hope, a sign that better days are coming. Okay? Holidays, vacation, trip, getaway, relax, third party, other person, disbelief, sudden news, shock. They can't fucking believe it. Joy, smile, happiness, good news. How is it possible that the collective is happy? I just don't understand. I did everything in my power to make sure that wouldn't happen. I even told everybody that they were obsessed with me, that they couldn't get over me. I did everything I could to fuck up their success because they're trash. This person's trash. They tried to get you to lose your job. They tried to get your emotions to be all the fuck over the place. They tried to make sure people wouldn't talk to you. They tried to get you to drink. Come together, searching happiness. Drama queen. Why? Because they're fucking pissed that people like you, that you're magnetic, they feel stuck in life. Soulmate, drastic, extreme cutoff. You cut their ass off because they're karmic as fuck. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Too much. All right. We've got attract, attractive. You might be looking real good right now. Present, attracting. Yeah. You're in the present moment and you're attracting true love. Okay? A family, moon, intuition. Bottom of the deck here, summer timing card. Summer comes up all the time. Yeah, child, new beginning. New beginning, because you had a false person here. This was unrequited love, okay? Courtship. This is what you're attracting here. A new beginning, a new courtship, something new. You're not going back to the past. We got message of concern. This person's so concerned. We got poverty, main female, marriage. So this person, you're attracting abundance, okay? You're in the moment. You're being proactive. You're manifesting success via gratitude, via being present, via shadow work, via, healing your inner child, all these things. This is concerning to another person. Okay, they definitely have had some sort of financial loss. This is someone who's connected to a karmic feminine. They're in some kind of union with a karmic feminine. Unexpected income, main male, thoughts, change. Journey, pathway, false person, wealthy man, main male. We got lovers. This is a deceitful lover. Message. Wealthy man in the reverse. Sudden wealth, privileged lady. Occupation, expectation, mature man. So, I don't know. This is like an emperor in the reverse here. Family room, community, adjudication, toil and labor, sudden wealth, thief. Yeah, someone that was trying to take your abundance from you. This person was trying to present themselves as an emperor, but they're truly an emperor in the reverse. Let's talk about the summertime and Ace of Fire. Privileged lady. Coffin. Official person. Marriage, mature woman, mature man. Okay. There's going to be a union here between you and another person. Okay. Something's going to change in this situation. You got courthouse, great fortune. Mean male, toil and labor, sudden wealth, false person. House, expectation, occupation, thief. Thoughts, distant horizons, imprisonment, adjudication, despair. Yeah. Yeah, this person, they're going to get their karma one way or the other, spiritual or in the 3D. Journey, wealthy man, expectation, adjudication. Clarify this Ace of Fire. Thoughts, pathway. Excuse me. What is this Ace of Fire here? I mean, I think we already kind of got that. False person, main female. Bad health. I don't know. I guess these people are going to they're going to get some kind of bad news, I guess. I don't know. There could be some kind of divorce. I don't know what that has to do with you. Official person, courtship, family room, mature woman, sudden wealth, expectation, gift, official person, sudden wealth, high honor. So I don't know. You're going to come into union. You're coming into union with somebody, but it looks like there's some kind of karmic feminine that's going to be dealing with some kind of karma. Okay. I don't know if this person connected to the privileged lady or the wealthy man? Wealthy man in the reverse, family room. So this is a family member, spouse, most likely, or partner of this emperor in the reverse. Okay. Why are they worried about the collective's new beginning? Pathway, journey, official person, main male, courthouse, thoughts, family room, adjudication, imprisonment, coffin. So I don't know. This main male might be dipping on this main female. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see. But either way, summertime and the living's easy. That's what's going to be happening with you. Conflicted decisions, hot, cold, shallow, hollow, empty, boredom, open heart, receptive, empathy, vulnerable, confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. We've got the Most High, Ten of Pentacles, Ascension. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, Justice. The Emperor, Divine Partner. Four of Swords, Innocence. Page of Wands, Nine of Swords. I don't know. Someone here, there's an Emperor here who, I don't know what to do. Oh, the collector was mean to me. Some stupid shit like that, you know. Maybe someone was drinking, they're going to stop drinking. Something to do with family drama. I don't know. Someone's going to have some sort of breakthrough. Something to do with competition. Knight of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Hidden enemy. Eight of Wands. Ace of Cups. False person. Queen of Swords. Nine of Wands. The Tower. I don't know. There's a Queen of Swords here that somebody chose over you. Okay. They could be like a hidden enemy to this person. Karmic connection, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, the Star. High Priestess, Eight of Cups, Six of Cups. You were led to walk away from your past so that you could move into your Empress energy here. You had to heal from this. Hater, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. So you got some, this karmic feminine, that this karmic, and I'm going to call him karmic or her, whatever, but this karmic masculine, because this person's coming out as emperor in the reverse. Could they turn into an emperor in the upright? Sure they could. I actually saw this post on Facebook yesterday that it really fucking pissed me off. It was coming from a spiritual page, and I kept my mouth shut because I'm learning that sometimes it's just better not to say anything. But it basically was saying like a woman's body count tells you everything that you need to know. If a woman has a high body count, that means that she's this, that, the other. It sounded very much like somebody who got cheated on, or I don't know, hasn't had a whole lot of sexual life experience. But either way, it was very judgmental. It was very cutting. It was very, your body count is your body count. And if you have a high one, basically you're worthless. And I very much disagree with that. I don't have a super high body count, but I'm also, that I haven't missed anything that I was afraid of missing. Ever since I've gone through my awakening, I have been celibate for years. That is, I'm not the same person that I was before I went through my awakening. Before you go through your awakening, sex has a completely different meaning. You can sit in church on Sunday and listen to a pastor say, don't have sex until you're married. You could, whatever the case is, maybe you just happen to not, everybody's life and their experiences are very different as far as sex is concerned. But there's a major difference between before you go through an awakening and after you've gone through an awakening. Now, if you got a high body count after you've gone through an awakening, you might want to, start really thinking about what is sex? What does it mean to be sexually tied to somebody? Am I investing my body in the right? Am I taking care of my temple, right? Should I be sharing my temple with somebody else who I'm not in love with? These are all things that you learn after going through an awakening. My whole purpose in saying that, number one, because I wanted to really go after that person because I just thought that was really shitty and judgmental. But I didn't. I let it go. Apparently, there was a ton of other people going after them anyways, and they were just defending their own self and everything that they were saying. But the other reason why I'm saying that is because this person's coming out as the wealthy man in the reverse, emperor in the reverse. This is someone who's unawakened. This is somebody who's in the matrix. This is somebody who's stubborn as shit, only sees things their way, and, is not evolved. So you're dealing with somebody, as you've ascended here, you're dealing with somebody who's still in the matrix. So you can look at them, you can judge them, you can do whatever it is that you want to do, or you can just simply set up boundaries like, this person's no longer healthy for me to be around because I've ascended past this. Therefore, I'm going to remove myself from the situation and set up boundaries to protect who I am now. Okay, that's what most of you most likely did, which is the right thing to do. It's hard not to judge. It's hard not to look at someone and be like, you're POS, because they're acting like one, right? But also keep in mind, this is somebody who's unawakened. They do have a possibility to awaken. What that means as far as what your relationship would be like with them in the future, I don't know. I don't know that matters so much. But the point is, this person had options. They chose, it looks like maybe a Queen of Swords or something. And they're regretting that. Meanwhile, you have healed and you're moving forward. This person's been upset about your healing. Okay? They wanted to come in with cutting words to try to make, guilt you into, not guilt you into, now maybe they may have tried to guilt you into like going back to them or something like that, but they were trying to guilt you for ascending, for making healthy choices. They feel out in the cold financially. They feel like it's a betrayal that you've moved on in gone into your Queen of Pentacles energy. You've had a new beginning in your career. To them, that's a betrayal. Everything about your healing is a betrayal to them, but it's because they're empty inside. It's because they chose something that they weren't happy with. They chose to stay in the matrix. They chose not to ascend. Who is this with this mental health disorder? Oh, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, the Devil, the Magician, the Hanged Man, Death. I don't know. It's not really telling me. I love how in tarot it just keeps certain things from us anyways. Sometimes I'll be pulling cards and I'll ask a specific question and then intuitive Kev comes out. I'm like, yeah, just use your intuition, no problem. Oh man, we got Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords. So you got a sneaky masculine energy. Oh, there's intuitive Kev. There he is. You've got a sneaky masculine here, Eight of Cups. Yeah, that's being deceptive. They're mad because you've ascended and, you know, they're upset about it. Somebody from your past, Six of Cups. You were led to walk away from this person. They were trying to manifest you being in the Five of Pentacles. Now they're in the Five of Pentacles. All right, let's keep going. Everybody has the opportunity to ascend. All right. So I don't know. This is somebody who feels trapped in whatever relationship or marriage that they're in. Okay. They don't get along with the person that they're with. They're feeling brokenhearted because they lost you. They're going through, they're really just going through the shit. But again, like, I can remember if I go back to the beginning of my spiritual awakening, it was hard. Like, it was really freaking hard. And a big portion of that, like even leading up to it, I can remember one of the first things that happened was I had a conflict with my dad. And it was rough because that's my parent. Like, to have to speak truth to a parent that, you want just love from and you want to give love to, but things aren't working because there's issues. That was heavy. It was heavy. And I wasn't quite going through the awakening at that time, but these were things that were preparing me for that, right? There were things that I could see before I started to go through my awakening that were preparing me. But what that was speaking truth. And it was one of the hardest things I had to do because it was to a parent, a family member, somebody that I love dearly. But when I did start going through my awakening, the first step to everything and the first step to when I really started coming on board was authenticity. It was truth. And it wasn't easy to speak. It was really freaking hard. It was, I had to look people that I loved and still love to this day in the eye and tell them hard truths about myself, about my feelings. Okay. But that's when everything started to, it just sped up my awakening. And then there's been plenty of challenges since then. But the reason why I'm saying that is because this is somebody here who's highly inauthentic. They're in a miserable relationship. They're unhappy in the relationship that they're in, and they refuse to admit it. Instead, they go around being sneaky, lying, cheating, stealing, manipulating, trying to dominate everything, trying to pull the strings, instead of maybe just looking at the person that they're with and saying, I think at the end of the day, I'm just not happy. Okay? That could spark this person's awakening. What that means for you in the future, who knows? You're so far ahead of the game here that whether there's a reconciliation or not, does it matter? Do you want this person back? You get to decide these things for yourself. But this is somebody who's in denial, and they've been in denial for a very long time. They've got to look themselves in the mirror and admit why it is that they want to destroy you, or why it is that they lie or cheat or steal, because you feel empty inside. You're unhappy. And sometimes it's because you're in an unhappy fucking relationship that you need to get out of. Because guess what that does? That puts you single, free, and you get to learn yourself all over again. And that's a beautiful gift. That's very hard to do when you're in a karmic relationship. Authenticity attracts. Authenticity. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. This is what you have chosen to do. This is why you cannot be in association with this karmic masculine, because they are inauthentic. If they choose to be authentic, maybe your paths will cross again and you'll be able to walk the same path, whether that's in a friendship or whatever the case is. But in the meantime, you're on different paths. Perseverance. You have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. Then bottom of the deck here, soul awakening. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. So I don't know. This is a masculine energy here on this card. They could be going through an awakening. Maybe. Forge a new path. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace the power of possibility. You are fully supported. So I don't know. Possibly they could be going through an awakening, but it starts with authenticity. It starts with being true to yourself. It starts with being honest with yourself and others around you. 1414, light up. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. Get one more. 6666. Great blessings. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. And then you've got commitment here at the bottom of the deck. You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information that are coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they are telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction you want your life to take. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. If you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trusted outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome of every situation. We have your best interest at heart. We love you. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. All right, let's get a message from the angels. We got 2, innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Listen. We got that one yesterday. Let's get one more. New partner. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. Life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. And then you've got notice the signs. So for some of you, you could have a new partner who's already currently in your life, or a new partner who's on the way to you. Okay? Keep following your path. Keep following the path of ascension, all of that good stuff. We've got fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded, and when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Starseed activation, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. Whoa, am I? No, I'm already in the extremes. Don't you worry. I lay all that I am carrying onto the mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. Okay, so you're being called to surrender. Go with the flow. It did say turmoil's coming ahead, so things might get a little shaky. Um, but if they do, just surrender, let it go. It's for your soul growth. You got good things coming. There are good things on the horizon, but it might be a little bit bumpy getting there. Okay. All right. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button. Have a wonderful Monday, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.